Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvichavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurudevo Maheshwaraha Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Annamalayai Adiyenai Anda Andre Aviyudal Kondayanakor Kurayundo Kurayum Gunamum Niyallal Yenne Nivatrai Yennuire Yennam Yeduvo Adu Seivai Kanne Undan Kazhalinayil Kadar Peruke Taruvaye Kanne Undan Kazhalinayil Kadar Peruke Taruvaye. Om Atimadura Chapahastam Aparimitham Modabhana Saubhagyam Arunam Atishaya Karunam Abhinava Kulasundharim Vande. Om Aim Hrim Shrim Sri Arunachalam. In the last class, we saw Sage Vasistha explaining to Rama or cautioning Rama about a mad wild elephant called as desire. If you don't kill that elephant in time, then you are in for trouble. What is that mad elephant? It is called as desire. Asai. Ennum madam piditta yanai. So he says, if you don't kill that elephant, then you are in for trouble. She is going to cause havoc in your life. Ananta anartakari. Endless trouble. Anartakari. Anartha means or troubles or calamities. Ananta anartakari. And she alone expresses as the mind, as the sankalpa, as bhavana called as imagination, etc., etc., etc. So, there is one astra, weapon to kill her, to destroy her. That is what? Dhairyam namna. Dhairya means fortitude, the courage to face things and to put in more and more sincere efforts in the right direction without losing heart. So with that, you can kill this elephant. So you have to. And then he goes on to say about sankalpa. He says, sankalpa is the real bondage. If you can give up the sankalpa, you are liberated. What is Sankalpa? Sankalpa is, let me have this. Meaning what? Meaning, we see a world which is an illusion, we take it to be real, and then we superimpose joy in it. And we feel we are incomplete. Only by possessing and having it, we become complete. Sankalpa means what? It would be nice if I can have the objects. Whatever, whichever is dear to us. This is called as a seed, Sankalpa. So, that is the moolam for all the desires. That's what we saw yesterday in very great detail we saw, na? So, he says, by not brooding about the objects, Avedanam, he said, na? Not brooding about the objects, you give up this Sankalpa. Do not have any Sankalpa. Only when all the Sankalpas are given up and the mind becomes totally silent, the Tushni Bhava, totally silent, then alone you can reach that Paramapadam. You can abide there. In that state, even a whole kingdom is like a straw, is nothing. And then he said, with both the hands up, I have been proclaiming this, that this Sankalpa is the bondage. Please give it up. But alas, nobody is listening. That's what he said. Alas, nobody is listening. Even though they listen, they don't take it into their heart. How nice, na? Yesterday we saw that, na? With both the hands raised, I proclaim to the world that Sankalpa is the bondage. Give up Sankalpa. Alas, nobody listens. Why? It's very hard, very difficult to give up Sankalpa. If you attended yesterday's class, you will not have any doubt about what is Sankalpa, because we explain in detail for half an hour, 45 minutes. So give up Sankalpa. How to give up Sankalpa? By not brooding over the objects. Because please understand, you are Puranam. There is nothing lacking in you. And the world of objects are not real, and they don't even have an iota of happiness in them. All the joy from the Atma, Atmanandam. Therefore, don't get deluded. Only by possessing and having this, I will be happy. No. If I don't have it, I feel very miserable. No. Therefore, we go on, imagining and having this kind of sankalpas. So, stop brooding over the objects with an understanding that the joy is not there, it is always within. That is how to give up the sankalpa. This is what we have seen yesterday, right? Now, moving on. We have seen till 13th verse, na? That is 6th chapter, 13 verses. And then in the 13th verse, he said, Bahuna atra kimuktena. What is the use of talking in so many words? Sankshepad idam uchyate. I will tell you in nutshell. Sankalpanam paro bandhaha, tad abhavanam vimuktata. Having sankalpa is a real bondage. Giving them up is liberation. In nutshell. So a jnani is one who is not seeing any world outside other than him, and who doesn't feel that he lacks something. He feels totally fulfilled. Therefore, for him naturally sankalpa will not arise. You understand what I am saying? See, after having a real good feast, mukku mutta sapta pra. If somebody offers you some food, will you accept? Oh, I don't want, my God. No, it's a wonderful halwa. Ayyo, I don't want anything. Why? You feel full. You don't want anything else. So there is no sankalpa saying that only by having that I will be happy. No. And also he knows that this world of objects are illusory in nature means what? It is not. It is only appearing as if it is, like the mirage water. And definitely he knows that the happiness is here in the heart. Therefore, for him, naturally there is no sankalpa. Meaning what? However the life flows, he flows along with the life. அதான் சித்தம் போக்கு சிவம் போக்கு ஆண்டி போக்கு அதே போக்குன்னு தமிழ்ல சொல்லுவாங்க இல்லையா? அது மாதிரி கிடையாது. இருந்தாலும் இது எப்படின்னு கேட்டா, he doesn't make any special sankalpa. But whatever is a divine will, he goes along with it. It's a very wonderful state actually. So we also, if we can remember this, that sankalpa is the bondage and giving up sankalpa is the liberation, then to avoid unnecessary sankalpas, ashubha sankalpas, that's what I told you yesterday, na? If it is impossible to give up all sankalpas, at least give up ashubha sankalpas. Shiva sankalpamastu, that you have only the auspicious sankalpa, at least to begin with. Like pinam sudu tadipole, like the stick used to burn the dead body in the fire. With that you burn the body and then throw the stick also. So with this Shubha Sankalpa, you destroy all the Ashubha Sankalpas, and the Shubha Sankalpa also may go. So what can be the Shubha Sankalpa? O Lord, பரமனிற் பிரிந்து உலகினை தலையில் பற்றியான் பெற்றது போதும் பரமனாமருணா சலையனை இனியுன் பதத்தினின்றொது கூறப்பாரே. This is Shubha Sankalpa. O Lord, I always want to be at your feet. Please do not sort of kick me out, keep me away. Let me be at your feet always. This is Shubha, this is also Sankalpa. Now this devotee feels that he is somehow incomplete. Only by remaining at the feet of somebody else, called the Lord, he will be fulfilled. That is fine, but this Sankalpa is Shubha Sankalpa. You understand what I am saying? So this kind of Shubha Sankalpa, Shiva Sankalpa, you entertain. And then all the Sankalpa goes. When the Sankalpa goes, there is peace, there is total silence. The Tushni Bhava. Totally silent within. That is how he reaches the highest. Through silence alone it can be reached. Not through any other way. Mind becomes silent. Even when you love God, devotion towards Lord, what happens? In that peak of devotion, mind melts. And you don't think of anything else. You just revel in that bliss. There the mind is totally quiet. Even in devotion, what happens? The mind becomes totally quiet. That is why devotion is a very beautiful path actually. So here, the Upadesha is very clear. Sankalpanam paro bandha tad abhavo vimuktatha. Till here we saw yesterday, right? Now moving on to the 14th verse. Avedanam vidur yogam chittakshayam akruttimam yogastak kuru karmani vikarmani cha ma kuru akarma nirato ma bhuhu bhanda sambhava shankaya. Viduhu means please know. It is said avedanam yogam, non-perception of object, that is yoga. Avedana means not perception, non-perception. Padartha abhavanamna paathom illaya. in that bhumika, 7 bhumikas. The sixth bhumika is padartha abhavanam. Non-perception of objects. Here, avedanam also it means the same. Non-perception of object. Here, Guruji says, what is the meaning of non-perception? Not brooding over the objects. That is what Guruji explains here. That is yogam. What is yogam? How to unite with that? By not brooding over anything external or internal. Means any objects. நினையாமல் நினைந்து என்னப்பா அது? நினையாமல் எப்படி நினைக்கிறதுன்னா, எதை பத்தி நினைக்காம இருக்கிறதோ அவரை பத்தி நினைக்கிறது. If you don't think about anything, then you are one with him. You are thinking about him. சொல்லாமல் சொன்னவரை, அப்படிதானே? நினையாமல் நினைந்து பவத்துடக்கை வெல்வாம். இந்த தாய்மானவர் சுவாமி கோயில் பரஞ்சோதி முனிவரோட எழுதி போட்டிருந்தாங்க அங்க. எல்லாமாய் அல்லதுமாய் இருந்ததனை இருந்தபடி இருந்து காட்டி சொல்லாமல் சொன்னவரை நினையாமல் நினைந்து பவத்தொடக்கை வெல்வாம். So how to நினையாமல் நினைக்கிறது எப்படி? If you don't think about anything, then you are one with the truth. Not even God, you are God, be God. அப்படின்னு என்ன அர்த்தம்? Not to think. கிஞ்சிதபி ந சிந்தயேத். Krishna says in Gita, don't think about anything. That is meditation. ஐயோ அப்படி இருக்க முடியல சுவாமிஜி. Then think about God. By thinking about God, you destroy all other thoughts, all other dissimilar thoughts. And then that also goes. So, avedana means not thinking about anything. That is yogam. When you are abiding in that self, when you are reveling there, it is so blissful, and that you don't remember anything or you don't think of anything else. To give you a very gross, mundane example, if the lover is in the embrace of the beloved, when they are united in true love, there is no thinking there. There is no talking there. There is only total joy or bliss. See, in that bliss, no thoughts arise. In the worldly sense also, this is true. What to talk about that? Para Anubhava. See? When the mind is totally soaked in that, then it will not think of anything else. That is yogam. What happens? Chittakshayam akrittimam. Akrittimamna, spontaneously, chittakshayam, the mind dissolves itself. When it is not thinking about anything, mind just dissolves. Only by thinking continuously, the mind is alive and active. If you don't think about anything, it just dissolves. See, in deep sleep also, we don't think about anything, but we are not aware also. We are engulfed in something called as some sort of darkness or ignorance. But while you are awake, if your mind is not thinking about anything, you are one with Paramatma. So therefore, avedana means when you don't think about anything, the mind cannot be alive, it will just dissolve. If you are so devoted to your beloved Lord, in that love, if you don't think about anything else, the mind dissolves. If you are in that absorbed state, when you are firmly rooted in that self, in that Atma, the self, when you are absorbed in it, there are also no thoughts. The mind is destroyed. When the mind is destroyed, that is called as yoga. And then what he says, yogastha kuru karmani. From that state, yogastaha, having united with the self, yogastaha kuru karmani. Now you act in the world outside. விதவிதமான நிலைகள் எல்லாம் விசாரம் செய்து இச்சையரு பரமபதம் யாதுண்டுண்டோ அதனையே திடமாக அகத்தார் பற்றி அனவரதம் உலகில் விளையாடு வீரா. So he is giving the Upadesha to Sri Rama. You are a young person, now you have to live your life. After becoming one with that self, now yogastaha kurukarmani. Whatever you are supposed to do, whatever your duties, whatever you are supposed to do it. Yogastaha kurukarmani. So whatever is your duty, whatever you are supposed to do it. And the second part of the Upadesha is Vikarmani Chamakuru. That which is forbidden. Vikarmani means not forbidden. That don't do. See, such an exalted soul will not do it. But once again, for the sake of emphasizing, it is given that which is sort of banned. Nishiddham. Don't do it. And Akarmani rato mabuhu. Don't get attached to inaction. Akarmani. Inaction. See, people are generally lazy. And they say, சும்மா இருக்கேன். பகவான் சொன்னார், சும்மா இருக்கதான் சொன்னார். அது இல்ல. இவருக்கு எதுவும் செய்யறதுக்கு ஒரு முனைப்பே இல்லை. ரொம்ப சோம்பேறி. அதான் இவர் சொல்றாரு, இங்க பாருங்க. ஆகர்ம நிரதோ மாபூஹு. Don't get attached to this inaction. Fearing bandha sambhava shankaya. Fearing that I may get bound. Bandha shankaya. Bandha sambhava shankaya. So these actions, they will bind me. With that fear, don't get attached to inaction. What a wonderful Upadesha, see? Same thing is expressed in Bhagavad Gita also. Do you remember? In the 3rd chapter? Yeah. 4th, na? Karma Yoga, 3rd chapter. Karma Yoga, yeah. What is that? What is that? It's ரொம்ப famous. பாருங்க, எனக்கு ரொம்ப ஃபேமஸ் வேர்ட்ஸ். எப்பயும் சொல்லுவாங்க, பகவத்கீதா தான் சொல்லுவாங்க. என்னது பகவத்கீதைனாலே கர்மண்யேவா. அதான் பாருங்க, டக்குன்னு வரமாட்டேங்குது. பகவத்கீதானாலே உடனே கர்மண்யேவா அதிகாரஸ்தே மா பலேஷு கதாச்சன. அதானே சொல்லுவாங்க இல்லையா? அதுல ரொம்ப கிளியரா சொல்லுவார். He saying, don't get attached to inaction also. Here same idea is repeated. யோகஸ்தஹ குரு கர்மாணின்னு இங்க சொல்லியிருக்காரு. அதே தான் இங்க சொல்றாரு பாருங்க. யோகஸ்தஹ குரு, same word is repeated. See, once when you know the truth, when you abide in the truth, you can never be bound. You are free. So, if you feel like you can act, but nobody can compel you to act also. Even the Vedas cannot compel you to act. But here he says, since Rama is a prince, so he says, Yogastaha Kuru Karmani. Now, after abiding in that, established in yoga, you act in the world outside. But don't do anything which is not acceptable. At the same time, fearing that I would be bound, don't get attached to inaction also. Act. But with clarity. Abiding in the truth. That is the Upadesha given here. But Swamiji, we do not know how to abide in the self. Then should we act or not? Offer the results unto the Lord and then act. That is what Bhagavad Gita, na? With the idea that I am not the doer, you fulfill your duties. Meaning, I am just an instrument, I am not the doer. This attitude. But once when you are established in yoga, you can never be bound. Therefore, don't fear that you will be bound. Don't get attached to inaction. But Swamiji, பெரிய மகான்கள் ஒன்றும் செய்யறது இல்லையே, அவங்கள பத்தி ஒரு பேச்சு கிடையாது, அவங்களுக்கு அந்த உபதேசம். See, for some, when their vasanas are exhausted, naturally, அவங்களுக்கு பிரவೃத்தியே இருக்காது. They are just like that. But some, like our Kanchi Maha Periyava, Gurudev and all, they act in the world outside. How they act? Nobody stops them from acting. So, here for Rama he is saying, act in the world outside. having established in that truth, the self, act in the world outside. And then in the 15th verse, a very beautiful thing is brought out. What is actually giving up all karmas? See, when you do perform karma also, there is an idea that I am the doer. When you say I am not going to do karma also, there is idea that I am the doer. See, what a subtle thought. I was so wonderstruck with this thought, When you say I am the doer and when you act in the world outside, then you are having that kartrutva abhimana. When you say I will not do there also there is kartrutva abhimana. That I am the doer. That's why I say, that's why you say I will not do. But when you are abiding the self, which is akarta, meaning the self, there is no chalanam. Achalam it is. It is not the doer. You know that it is not the doer. When you are there is no doubt that whether I am the doer or not. No, you are not the doer. You know it. Then whether you do it or not, means the hands and legs, whether they function or not, doesn't make any difference actually. That is giving up of all karma. Giving up of all karma means abiding in the self. That's what he is going to say. Why? Only when you abide in the self, you know that you are never the doer. Anyway, you are not the doer because you are not the ego personality. You are that pure self where there is nothing, where there is no movement or change. Therefore, you are akarta. 100% you have nothing to do with karma. You are akarta. Your true self is you are akarta. When you realize this, after that, whether the body is functioning or not, you are always there in that idea or in that state called I am the akarta. Then you are never the doer. When there is no kartrutva, there is no bhoktrutva abhiman. So the karma phala will not come to you. You are not bound. So in the 15th shloka, what is giving up karma is very beautifully said. Shivam sarvagatam shantam bodhatmakamajam shubham tadeka bhavanam rama karmatyaga iti smritaha. Hey Rama, you know what is karmatyaga? Karmatyaga iti smritaha. This is called as karmatyaga. What is karmatyaga? Tad eka bhavanam. Tad eka bhavanam. Meditating on that one, which is Shivam, auspicious, which is sarvagatam, all-pervading, shantam, peaceful, bodhatmakam, of the nature of knowledge, ajam, unborn, shubham, once again, auspicious. Here it is said shining. Shining means what? Swayam Jyoti. So meditating on that one as oneself, that is sarva karma tyaga iti smritaha. Oh Rama, that is karma tyagam. See, when you don't abide in the true self, when you don't recognize your true self, which is anyway akarta, you don't recognize that. If you are only in the ego personality and if you say I am doer, then also you are a kartrutva abhimani. When you say no, I will not do, then also you think you are only doing, that is why you are saying I will not do. Then the kartrutva abhimani is there still. It is not that I am doer or non-doer. Actions are not possible in self. Because in self there is nothing else. It is chit ghanam, or it is mass of consciousness where there is nothing other than it. There is no movement, achalam. There is no change, avyayam. So recognizing that in the pure self there is nothing, there is no change, it is totally another prapancha upashamam. Prapancha upashamam nu padichirukom. All the phenomena ceases there. Prapancha means the worldly experiences. Upashamam, everything ceases there. So that is my true nature. When this is very clear or is your experience, it doesn't matter whether the hands and legs are functioning in the world outside or not. Because it is not your hands and legs, it is not your sankalpa. Then how can you be the doer? This is karma tyagam. This is actually the renunciation of action. See, even the bhava saying that I am only the instrument. See, இது சும்மா வாயால சொல்லிக்கிறோம். ஆனா நமக்கு அடியில நான் தான் செய்றேன்னு ஒரு உணர்வு இருக்கு. I am the doer னு இருக்கு. But this is only a bhavana again we are trying to develop. Though we say everything is offered to the Lord, we ரொம்ப ஓரமான மனசு we expect some sort of results to happen. But this is good exercise only to think like that again and again. But the foolproof karma tyagam is what? By knowing the self, which has nothing to do with karma. In that state, whether the hands and legs are functioning or not doesn't make any difference. Because you don't identify with the body mind. So, akarmani karmaya pashyet. Karmani cha akarmani. Sa buddhiman manushyeshu. Krishna karma krita means he knows about the karma. One who sees inaction in action and action in action. Even though the hands and legs are functioning, acting, I feel I am not the doer. Meaning I know I am not the doer. So you see inaction only. Inaction means the hands and legs are not moving, but mind is with so much of sankalpa, gir gir. Then even though I am not the doer, I am doing only. Kundreri Veelvar Kuri. Do you remember? Anubandham. Kundreri Veelvar Kuri means this fellow is not doing anything but daydreaming. There he is climbing a mountain and he is jumping from the mountain. Actually he is not doing anything, but still he is doing only. In his mind, he is lying on his bed only and dreaming something. Kundreri Veelvar Kuri means what? He is thinking that he is climbing a mountain and he is falling. Though he is not doing, he is doing. Because of sankalpa, the mind, when it is continuously functioning, though your hands and legs are not working, functioning, you are functioning only. Instead, if you don't have any sankalpa at all whatsoever, and whatever is happening through this instrument, because of whatever, Lord's will or whatever, then everything is fine. You are not bound. So this is the secret about karma. Swamiji, எவ்வளோ காலம் வேலை செஞ்சுட்டே இருக்கணும், எப்போ இந்த வேலையெல்லாம் விட்டு தொலைக்க போறேனோ? பிராரப்தம் இருக்கிற வரைக்கும் வேலை செஞ்சுட்டு தான் இருப்போம். As long as the prarabdha is there, you have to work. But it is not that you feel you are the worker, so you are burdened. So you feel, when will I give it up? Even the idea of giving up also is kartrutva abhimanam only. Because you are thinking that you are doing. That is why you feel, I want to give it up, so that I will be free. You will never be free. That's what Krishna told Arjuna. If you run away from this battlefield, you can never be peaceful. Your mind will be, whenever it thinks about Duryodhanadi, this Karna and others, you will be, you cannot keep quiet. So better you face the life, you fight this battle with an idea that I am not the doer. Already I have killed everybody. He says, already I have killed everybody. Now you just act as if you are killing and take all the credit. See how wonderful. I have already killed everybody. So therefore, the secret of karma is to know that you are the non-doer. And after that, whether the hands and legs are functioning or not, it doesn't make any difference. As long as you are feeling that you are the doer, so long you will feel that எப்படா இதிலிருந்து நான் விடுதலை பெற போறேன். Then that is also ignorance only. இப்படி சொல்லி சுவாமிஜி எங்களை இப்ப பாரு வேலை செஞ்சுட்டே இருக்க சொல்லுங்க. நீங்க மொத்தம் ஹாயா ஒன்றும் செய்ய சும்மா உட்காந்து ஜாலியா. What can we do? As long as the ignorance is there, as long as the vasanas are there, even if you want, you cannot keep quiet. will be doing something or other in some pretext or something or other, நான் என்ன செய்வேன், என்னோட கடமை தானே, நான் செஞ்சுதானே ஆகணும். யார் செய்வா இதை? செய்யுங்க. செய்ய வேண்டாம் யாரும் சொல்லவே இல்லையே. நான் தான் செய்யறேன்னு நினைச்சு செய்யாத. That's what they are saying. Ahamkara vimudhatma kartahamiti manyate. This fool who thinks that I am the doer, he only is bound. This is the secret of karma. So what is karma tyaga? When you are continuously meditating on that one, which is Shivam, which is Shantam, you understand that truth, then you have given up all karma. If you are rooted there, then only you have given up all karma. Otherwise not. Even though you are sort of retired, then there is always this thought, I have to do sadhana. See? I have to do sadhana. When will I reach the Mukti Padam? As though you are not now in Mukti Padam. After doing such sadhana, one day I will reach Mukti Padam. You will never reach Mukti Padam. Why you can never reach Mukti Padam? Because already you are there. How can you reach? என்ன சுவாமி சொல்ல வரீங்கன்னு கேட்டா, this idea that I am not liberated now, I am ignorant, is the source of all bondage. Thinking that only through some sort of activity, see, sadhana also means for us it's activity only. Through some activity, I am going to be liberated. No actions can liberate you. Then, detachment from the body-mind, that alone can liberate through proper awareness. For that, what you need to do? Nothing need to be done. Because already you are not the body-mind. See it. இப்போ அப்படியே இந்த கான்சியஸ்னஸ் உடம்புல இருந்து பிச்சு எடுத்து அது அப்படியே இதயத்துல போட்டு குத்தி, அதானா? அப்படி கிடையாது. It's not that. Already you are that, you are not the body mind. For some peculiar reason you think you are body mind. That is the ignorance. And for peculiar reason you say there is a world which is other than me. That is the ignorance. Now also you are not the body mind. Now also the world is not there. Not there means what? Not as you see it. It is self alone. Not after doing some sadhana, this is going to happen. No. இப்போ சாதனை பண்ணணுமா வேண்டாமா முதல்ல சொல்லிடுங்க. அது எனக்கு இதுதான் ப்ராப்ளம். சாதனையே பண்ண வேண்டாம்னு சொல்லிட்டு நல்லா தூங்கி நல்லா சாப்பிட்டு சுகமா செய்யறது செஞ்சுட்டு இருப்போம். தட் இஸ் அ ப்ராப்ளம். சாதனை செய்யணும்னு சொன்னா உடனே ரஜஸ் இஸ் விப்ட் அப். இதெல்லாம் செய்யணும் போல இருக்கு. டைம் டேபிள் போட்டு செய்யணும். போ காலைல 4 o'clock getting up, 4:30 taking bath, 5 o'clock japa, 6 to 7:30 sitting in meditation, 8:30 to 9:30 studying scriptures, and then puja. இப்படி மாத்திரம் போட்டு நீங்க சாதனை பண்ணீங்கன்னு வச்சுக்கோங்களேன், எனக்கு தெரியாது என்ன ஆவீங்கன்னு. மேபி யூ வில் லேண்ட் அப் சம்வேர் இன் என்னது கீழ்பாக். என்ன சுவாமி இப்படி சொல்றீங்க? சுவாமி சிவானந்தர் என்ன சொல்லிக்கிறார் தெரியுமா? டைரி எல்லாம் வச்சுக்கணும்னு சொல்லிக்கிறார். ஸ்பிரிச்சுவல் டைரி. That is one path. Yeah, maybe, yeah. For some people it may work. Disciplined life. So every moment is very important. You have to make a diary. And then this. See, as long as you are whipping yourself up to attain something, you are in total ignorance. ஐயோ, அது ரொம்ப சட்டிலான விஷயம். எப்படி சொல்றது அது? As long as you are whipping yourself to do something and to reach somewhere, you are considering yourself to be an what? A sort of a idiot, sort of an ignorant fool. You are not. That is the jnanam. You are going against the current and you want to reach the shore. Already you are there in the shore. By swimming, you are going against. You are going to the opposite shore. This, if we can see, then see, it is a very, very different ஒரு வகையான விஷயம் இது. இது நம்ம சாதாரண விஷயம் கிடையாது. See, I tell you, if you are satisfied with praying to the Lord and then some peace of mind and then leading a very noble life, that is a different thing altogether. But if you are really interested about truth, that is something else. It has nothing to do with any of these things. It is seeing things as they are. So therefore, it is something else. It is not this, it is something else. அப்படின்னா என்ன அர்த்தம்னு கேட்டா, செய்யறதுலையோ செய்யாமையிலோ அது இல்லை, அதை சரியா புரிஞ்சுக்கிறது பார்க்கறதுல தான் இருக்குது. You have to see things as they are. It is not doing anything. So, see, I tell you, slowly you will also understand what I am trying to say. If you don't understand now also, doesn't matter. But you see, why J. Krishnamurti and all, they are not talking with so much of vehemence, because they see clearly our stupidity. They see clearly the stupidity of the sadhaka, of a seeker, of this institution called as Gurudam. He can see clearly this stupidity. That is why he is hammering. We are so scared of J. Krishnamurti. அவர் எல்லாத்தையும் உடைச்சு போட்டுருவாரோன்னு. பட் உடைச்சுதான் போடணும் இங்க. இன்னும் பில்டப் பண்ணிட்டே இருந்தா அப்படியே இன்னும் டிங்கரிங் பண்ணி பெயிண்ட் பண்ணிட்டே இருந்தா சரி வராது. It has to be destroyed. Not that it has to be painted beautifully. This samsara or this personality should not be painted beautifully. It has to be destroyed. So, இது வேற சமாச்சாரம் இது. Asanga shastrena dudena chitva. Asanga means what? Only through non-attachment. This can be destroyed. For non-attachment means what? Not to get attached. அப்ப அதுக்கு என்ன செய்யறது இப்போ? What to be done? Nothing to be done. Don't get attached. Just be. See? That is why this is very subtle. It requires a lot of tanumanasa. That is why subtlety of mind is very important. Tanumanasa, the third bhumika. But sadharma people are not happy at all. They want some concrete plan of action. See, in the management அப்படிதானே, you want to achieve this goal. So what is the plan of action? அந்த மாதிரி பிரம்மஞானம் அடையணும். அதானே இப்ப நான் அதுக்கு என்ன செய்யணும் சொல்லுங்க. 1 2 3 4 5. Please give me some direction so that I will tick. இது செஞ்சாச்சு. அப்புறம் ஒன்றும் நடக்கலையே சுவாமிஜி. அந்த பருப்பு இங்க வேகாது. It will not happen that way. You understand? So therefore, meditating on that one, which is actually the non-doer, that is the self, is giving up all action. It is not physical giving up. It is understanding that I am nowhere associated with any body, mind, intellect, or no action, no reaction. This awareness, that is giving up of all karma. See, I tell you very honestly, I have been studying this Gita and other scriptures for the past so many years. But today, when I read this, something happened in me, got that real clarity. See, in this last verse, even Guruji's explanation is so beautiful. Tak, we got that. See, we have been knowing this for some time, but ஒரு நெத்தி பட்டுல அடிச்ச மாதிரி here the idea is given. See, I will read out Guruji's commentary, very interesting. Actions are undertaken and given up by the ego, the individuality. When I perform an action, I become the doer of it. When I give up an action, I become the doer of the act of giving up. I become the doer of the act of giving up. The sense of doership remains in both instances. I am the doer only with respect to an action. So, freedom from actions, I am in my true nature, the akarta non-doer. So, giving up the false notion of doership is defined here as renunciation of action. Give up that by which you give up everything. So, with the knowledge of my non-doer nature, the doership notion goes once and for all. Once and for all. That is giving up of karma. Very clearly said it. This is a secret actually. So with this, actual Upadesha to Rama is over. அப்பா முடிஞ்சு போச்சா சுவாமி? இல்ல, இன்னும் ஒரு சாப்டர் இருக்கு. அப்புறம் என்ன 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 சாப்டர்? See, actually the Valmiki Rishi, he is narrating this incident to Bharadwaja, his student. அன்னைக்கு என்ன ஆச்சுன்னு கேட்டா, ராமருக்கு இப்படி ஆச்சு. அப்படிதான் நம்ம பார்த்தோம் when we started. Rama was depressed. Then he was taken to his Kulaguru. Kulaguru Vasistha gave this Upadesha. That is how Valmiki was narrating to his student Bharadwaja. So after narrating the whole thing, now Valmiki concludes. That is the last chapter, 7th chapter. How Valmiki concludes. அவர் தன்னுடைய உபதேசத்தை திருப்பி கொடுக்க போறார். இப்போ எப்படின்னா, வசிஷ்டர் என்ன சொன்னார் தெரியுமா? அவர் வசிஷ்டர் சொன்னது சமரைஸ் பண்ணி சொல்ல போறார். பிகாஸ் நம்ம அவ்வளவு மண்டுவா இருக்கோம் தானே, ஒரு வாட்டி சொன்னா புரிய மாட்டேங்குது. So again he summarizes the whole thing and then he gives as the concluding remarks அப்படிங்கிற மாதிரி. So the 6th, 7th chapter now, right? What is the time? Oh, lot of time there. Valmiki Ruvacha Jnanasaram Vasishtoktam Idam Akarnya Raghavaha Muhurtamasit Udbhutaha Chaitanyananda Sagaraha Maha Samanya-rupatvat Chidvyapakataya stitaha Na kinchid uche sampannaha Chiduche sampannaha Shive parinataphade. Valmiki Uvacha. Valmiki is now concluding the Upadesha. Idam, this Vasistha Uttam. This Upadesha revealed by Vasistha, which is Jnana Saram, the essence of all knowledge given in all Upanishads. So that's why he's saying Jnana Saram. So whatever we have studied is the Jnana Saram, the essence of all knowledge. Vasistha Uttam, revealed by Vasistha, Raghavaha Akarnya, having heard this Upadesha attentively, Raghava means Rama, having listened to this Upadesha, Udbudaha, Chaitanya Ananda Sagaraha, Muhurtam Asit, meaning what? Udbudaha means he got enlightened. Apadiya? But Nangala enlightened. How did he get enlightened? Just by listening. Because he was a Paripakvi. He was a Uttamadhikari. The fit student already had discrimination, dispassion. Already had that subtlety of mind. See? So for the Uttamadhikari, when the Guru reveals the truth, he is enlightened. Only for Mandamadhikari, the Mananam Nididhyasanam and all. So here it is said, having heard this Upadesha revealed by Vasistha, what happened to Raghava? Udbudaha, he got enlightened. And Chaitanya Ananda Sagaraha, and he got drowned in that Chaitanya Ananda Sagaraha, in that blissful self, which is Chaitanya, which is pure consciousness. Swamiji, அப்படி கேட்ட உடனே நடக்குமான்னு நடக்கும். That is the grace of the Guru also. Chaitanya Sagaraha, that ocean of bliss which is the pure consciousness, he got drowned in that and he got enlightened. And Muhurtam Asid, and he became standstill. Muhurtam means we don't know how long he was like that. Asid, Muhurtam Asid means he became still. When the mind is not, then you do not know about time and all. Muhurtam Asid. Maha Samanya Rupatvat Chid Vyapakataya Sthitaha. Since because he has identified with the substratum, Maha Samanya Rupatvat means since he has identified totally with that substratum, which is Chid Vyapakataya, which is all pervading, the consciousness which is all pervading, he just stood like that. See here, Maha Samanya Rupatvat. Here Guruji, he is giving in his commentary, identified with the self. But what struck me, it may be wrong also. But எனக்கு தோணுனதை நான் just am sharing. நம்ம தமிழ் என்ன சாமானியன்னு சொல்லுவோம், வெரி ஆர்டினரின்னு சொல்லுவோம் இல்லையா? மகா சாமானிய ரூபம். Now we have taken up this garb of body mind. It is not Maha Samanya Rupam, Visesha Rupam. When this body mind is given up, we become Maha Samanya Rupam. Very, very true self. Like Nirvanam. They say, nothing. And the Madri, he has identified with total true self. Maha Samanya Rupatvat. I don't know, in Sanskrit it may be something else also. I am just explaining to you whatever came into my mind. That Maha Samanya Rupam. Rupatvat Chidvyapakataya Sthitaha. And he remained as if he is all pervading, that one. Na kinchit uche. He was not able to talk anything. He was not even able to appreciate the Guru. Oh my God, wonderful. Aha, what a great blessing. Guru, you have revealed to me, I am so blessed. Nothing he could utter. Why? He was in that state, awakened to that state, which is something out of the world. He became still. Na kinchid uche. He was unable to utter anything. Sampannaha. But he became extremely blissful. Shive pagnataha pade. Since he was abiding in that supreme state, Shive, auspicious, supreme state, he was just abiding in that state, unable to even express gratitude. He was unable to even talk anything, appreciate even. Why? He was in that state of Ananda. Chaitanya Ananda Sagaraha. In that blissful state, which is pure knowledge, where there is no difference, there are no differences, no bhedam whatsoever. There he was abiding. This is how Valmiki concludes the Vasishta's Upadesha to Rama. And then Bharadwaja he asks, like us, he is asking a question. Bharadwaja uvacha aho kalu mahascharyam Rama prapto mahatpadam katam etadrishi praptihi asmakam muninayaka. Now the student of Valmiki, that is Bharadwaja Muni, he is now expressing himself. After hearing Valmiki's narration of this story, he is expressing now. Aho! Aho! Ah! Exclamation. Ah! Kalu Maha Ascharyam. Indeed, it is really wonderful. Ascharyam. Why it is Ascharyam? Ramaha Prapto Mahatpadam. Rama attained to that supreme state just by listening to the Upadesha. We are all struggling here to understand, to practice, to abide. But this Rama, just by listening to this Upadesha, he got enlightened. He attained to that Paramapadam. Is it not wonderful? So he is saying, Aho Kalu Mahascharyam. See, in Gita also it is said, Ascharyavat pashyati kaschidenam. Ascharyavat vadati tataiva chanyaha. Ascharyavat einam anyaha shrunoti. Srutvapi enam veda na chaiva kaschit. You know what? The one who realizes self is a wonder. One who talks of it is still a wonder. If Guruvala has expressed, he is able to express is still wonder. One who can listen and one who can understand is really wonderful. And then the last punchline is, and one who listens and comprehends is a wonder. The one who listens also, and one who does not comprehend even after listening is also a great wonder. One who listens and understands is a wonder. One who listens and not understanding is a great wonder. இவ்வளோ சிம்பிளான ட்ரூத்தை எக்ஸ்பிளைன் பண்ண பிறகு ஒண்ணுமே புரியலையே, அது அதை விட ஆச்சரியம். எப்படிடா புரியாம போகும் உனக்கு? அப்படிதான் நான் இருக்கேன் மண்டுவா, என்ன செய்யறது? அதான் ரொம்ப ஆச்சரியம். மகாத்மாக்களுக்கு என்ன ஆச்சரியம்னா, எப்படி இது விளங்காம போச்சு உங்களுக்கு? ராமா, how come you miss this? It's so obvious. See, this is it. That is wonder for them. So here for Bharadwaja, எப்படி possible is it? How is it possible? Just by listening to the Upadesha, he got enlightened. He attained that state. My God, how is it possible? And then in the second line, Katam etadrishi praptihi asmakam. Please explain to us how we also can attain to that state. Etadrishi means this particular state. Katam etadrishi praptihi, how we can attain. Asmakam means how we can also attain to that supreme state. Please explain to us, O Muninayaka, O the chief among the sage, the Muni. That is, he is addressing to his Guru, Valmiki. Please explain to us how we also can attain to that state. அதுதான்டா இவ்வளோ காலம் சொல்லிட்டு இருந்தேன், 5-6 சாப்டரா. All the 6 chapters he has been explaining only that, how to attain to that state. நான் ஏதோ புதுசா கேட்கிறாரு. ஓ நல்லா இருக்கேது, நாங்க எப்படி இதை அடையிறது? Now Valmiki, his sharp retort அப்படின்னு நான் நினைக்கிறேன். Valmiki uvacha asesham rama vrittanta adito yo nirupitaha tam vicharya diya samyak paramrisha swayam punaha. And then the teacher says, Asesham, அதாவது அசேஷம் எழுதுறோம் without leaving anything. Rama Vrittanta Aditaha Yo Nirupitaha. This Rama Vrittanta, the story of Rama, Aditaha, from the beginning, Yo Nirupitaha, it has been narrated to you now. Asesham means I am not leaving anything. Totally everything has been explained to you now. Tam Vicharyam Diya Samyak. Now use your buddhi and examine. Vicharyam. Paramrisha Swayam Punaha, and reflect on it again and again. Punaha means again and again. Purusa kekriye, then how can I also attain? That is what I have explained to you in all these chapters. Now think about it, reflect on it. See, in his excitement, how is it possible just by listening to it, Rama attained to that state? The Shishya also wanted to know. So he said, how we also can attain? He said, that is what I have been telling you. This Rama Vrittantam, the story of Rama, from the beginning, I have narrated everything unto you, without leaving anything behind. Now, tam vicharyam dhiya samyak. Dhiya means buddhi. Using your buddhi, now examine. Now once again read. Try to understand. And also, paramrisha swayam. Paramrisha means again and again, reflect on it. Contemplate on it. Punaha means again and again. Like the cow, you know. First it will eat everything. All the grass it will eat. And then leisurely it will bring it back. And it masticates. They say masticate it. They say. Asa போடுறது. பார்த்தால் சும்மா ஆசை போட்டே இருக்கும். நிறைய பேர் அப்படிதான். கிளாஸ் உட்காந்துக்கமோ அது பபிள் கம், அது வேற. அதுல ஒண்ணுமே இருக்கு அந்த பபிள் கம்ல. சக்க. But it's a very good exercise, you know. So here he says, you once again reflect on it, contemplate on it, அப்படி சொல்லிட்டு விட்டுட்டா நம்மலாம் பொழைச்சு போயிருப்போம், வீட்டுக்கு இன்னைக்கே போயிருக்கலாம். We could have gone home. But out of compassion, again he is summarizing and trying to give the essence of the Vasishta's Upadesha. அதான் 5th verseல இருந்து Valmiki's summarization of Vasishta's Upadesha to Rama. Why Bharadwaja asked how we also can attain. So now he is saying, Avidyaya jagadjhatam Nasti satyamihan vapi Nasti bhinnam chitak kinchit Swapne vrittamidam jagat. Once again, Avidyaya jagadjhatam Nasti satyamihan vapi Nasti bhinnam chitak kinchit Swapne vrittamidam jagat. This 5th verse is the essence of all Upadesha given to Rama by Vasishta. And this is the essence of all Upadesha revealed through all Upanishads. This is the essence. The 5th shloka. What is that shloka? Avidyaya jagat jatam. Jagat means this world what we are seeing. The ulagam paakrom illaya? Jagat. Our Gurudev used to say jigu 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 jagat. அப்படியே ரொம்ப ஜிகு ஜிகு ஜிகுன்னு மின்னுதான். It's very tempting. That is what called jagat. சும்மா விளையாட்டுக்கு சொல்லுறது. The jagat, the world what you are seeing, avidyaya jhatam. It is born out of your ignorance. Huh? Is it? Yes. The ghost what you are seeing in the post, in the half darkness, that ghost is born because of your delusion, because of your ignorance, your delusion. Where is the ghost? No, ghost came out from the post. For some time it was there. Suddenly I don't know what happened, it has gone back. No. Only there was post. You imagined the ghost because you were already scared. அப்பதான் சில இந்த படம்லாம் பார்த்துட்டு வந்தீங்க. That I know what they call horror movies. Already you are so scared. Sri Rama Jayam, Sri Rama Jayam, Sri Rama Jayam. You were walking. Then you saw, ghost. அப்படியே முடிய விரிச்சு போட்டு நிக்குது. நீங்க படத்துல பார்த்த மாதிரியே. You have seen in that film, like that. வெள்ளை dress. ஏன் வெள்ளை dress தான் போட்டுது தெரியல பேயெல்லாம். கான்ட்ராஸ்ட் தெரியுது. That's a wonderful answer. Oh, no, I saw the ghost. Yes, you have seen the ghost, I know. But come, where did you see? Just a post is there. Oh, verum post dana idu? Yes. So that ghost was never ever born. It has not gone back. You have seen it because of your Brahma delusion. Similarly, the world was never ever. Once again, please come from. The world was never ever created. அப்போ நீங்க நான்லாம் யாரு? What's happening here? Swamiji, முழு பூசணிக்காய் சோத்துல மறைக்க முடியுமா? How can you tell this? I am not telling. Vasishta and Valmiki is only explaining. The world was never ever. And Mandukya Karika, Gaudapada goes one step further. There is no reason for this world to be. There is no cause, there is no reason why the world should be. And he gives explanation of explanation. So, this jagat, this world is born avidyaya, because of your ignorance. Nasti satyam iva anuapi. It is not there. This is satyam. I am telling you the truth. Anuapi. Not even an iota of world is. Anu api. There is nothing called as the world. இப்படி ஒரு philosophy நீங்க டீச் பண்ணீங்கன்னா எப்படி சுவாமிஜி? ஏதோ கடவுள் இருக்கார், கும்பிடுப்பா, காப்பாத்துவார்னு சொன்னா பரவாயில்ல. There is God who will help you, protect you, who will bless you. Pray to him. This is understandable. This religion is understandable. Is it making sense? If you come and tell us there is no world whatsoever, anu api, anu matram kuda illa ulagam. But na paakrene because you are imagining it. Huh? Yes. Because of your ignorance, you are imagining it. Then stop imagining. That's what he said, na? Don't imagine anything. No sankalpa. Give up all sankalpas. Don't think. It is not that the world is there and we are thinking about the world. We are thinking, therefore there is world. இப்படியெல்லாம் எப்படி சாமி உங்களால பேச முடியுது? It is not that there is world so that we are thinking about the world. Since because we are thinking, the world arises. நான் நினைச்சா உடனே வேர்ல்டு வந்துருமா? நான் அவ்வளவு பெரிய ஞானி, பெரிய சித்தனா? Yes, you are a சித்த புருஷா only. சித்தனுமாயி கண்போர் சித்திரம் விரிப்பண்யாவன் சித்தனுமாயி கண்போர் சத்திய குருவாமந்த தட்சிணாமூர்த்தி போற்றி. So, you think, therefore there is world. Don't think, there is no world. Simple. When you start thinking, then there is world. When you stop thinking, there is no world. Full stop. In the Alata Shanti Prakaranam it is said, the mind is vibrating. Like the Matapu. What do they call? Huh? In English, cracker. What that? Sparkler, correct. Sparkler, you go on rotating, or this sparkler, that is why there is that red circle. That is a virtual one, it is not real. When you stop, that goes. So this world is like that red circle formed, because of the movement of the sparkler. The mind is moving, therefore there is world. Chittam siridasaya samsaram. Devika Lotram. Chittam siridasaya samsaram. So when the mind becomes still, Hare, where has the world gone? World is not seen. These great Mahatmas in their Samadhi, when they have stilled their mind, they recognize, it is revealed to them that there was never ever a world. We have been imagining a world. Groping in darkness because of our imagination. I tell you, initially when I heard this from our Acharyas, I thought something, ஒரு பைத்தியகாரத்தனமான philosophy தான் நினைச்சேன். உண்மையிலே how can it be? இவ்வளோ பெரிய உலகம் இருக்கு. See, so many galaxies are there, stars are there. ஒரே ராமா, லண்டன் இருக்கு, அமெரிக்கா இருக்கு, ஆப்பிரிக்கா இருக்கு, அங்க இருக்கு, இங்க இருக்கு, இவ்வளோ மக்கள் வாழ்றாங்க, இவ்வளோ scientific advancement. My God, what are you talking? How can you say that my mind is vibrating, then the world? When the mind stops, there is no world. Are you little mad or what? பூனை தான் கண்ணை முடிச்சா உலகம் இருண்டு போயிடுமா? அது மாதிரி இருக்கு நீங்க சொல்றது. ஆமா, இருண்டு போயிடும். See, this is the real fascination, More you think about scripture, more you understand, more you get clarity, you are totally fascinated by it. You are clean, bold. You can never ever imagine even. This truth can never ever be imagined to be like this. I tell you, something extraordinary. See, when these fellows were living in the caves without any dress, our rishis have discovered this truth, which is mind-boggling, which is very fascinating actually. He says, not even an iota of world was ever created. It is ever there. It is all the imagination of your own mind. Because of your own delusion, avidya. So avidyaya, Jagat Jatam Na Asti Satyam. It is not true. Iha Anuapi. It is not true. Even an iota of truth is not there in this world. Na Asti Binnam Chitaha. See, whatever you are seeing is not anything other than the consciousness or the self. Self alone is. Self means the pure self, not the body, not this self, ego self. The pure self, the consciousness, the awareness, that alone is. And whatever comes and goes as the world is not other than this consciousness. Meaning what? Na asti chitaha binnam kinchit. Chitaha means the consciousness, which illumines everything. Binnam means it is not something other than that, different from that. Kinchit, not even an iota, it is different from consciousness. Meaning there is only consciousness. Whatever we see as world of objects, everything is our own imagination. It is not. Ulahu kannadi urner புறத்தனுள்ள ஞானத்தால் வெளியினில் துயில் கனா போல் விளங்கிட கண்டு ஞான நிலையுறு நேரம் தன்னை ஒருவனாயவனேற் காண்பன் தலையுறு குருவாமந்த தக்ஷிணாமூர்த்தி போற்றி. Dakshinamurti, first sayul, first stanza. Vishwam darpana drishyamana nagari tulyam nijantarghatam pashyannatmani mayaya bahirivot bhutam yatha nidraya yas sakshat kurute prabodha samaye swatmanamevadvayam tasmai shri guru murtaye namayidam shri dakshinamurtaye. Only this one stanza of Dakshinamurti Stotram. You can go on contemplating for your whole life. You need not contemplate anything else. And the truth is revealed means revealed. This one stanza is enough for the truth to be revealed. There is nothing else required. He says this world is like the city which is reflected on the mirror. That reflected city, where is it? It is inside the mirror. It is in the mirror only. It is not outside. Similarly, the world what we are seeing is not outside. It is within the consciousness only. Because of our ignorance, we see it as if outside, like in the dream. See, this is the example given there. Yatha nidraya means in the dream, what happens? We see a world which is outside and we are there in the dream, experiencing the dream experiences. But once when you wake up, where was that world? It was all in the mind only. Is that not so? The mind was only projecting it. But while you are dreaming it as outside and I am the dreamer who is dreaming. But when you wake up, you understand there was no world whatsoever. Just mind was projecting some scenes, something, and everything is part of the mind only. Mind. Manayeva. Similarly, when you awaken to the self, the revelation is the mind only is projecting this world. There is no world whatsoever. There is only pure consciousness. Whatever you have been seeing, hearing, touching, tasting, smelling, thinking, everything is consciousness only. There is nothing whatsoever, even iota, other than consciousness. This is the secret. And this is the revelation. Oruvanayavanir kanban. Jnana nilayuru neram. Tannai oruvanayavanir kanban. When he is awakened, he finds only himself to be. Nothing else. Himself means not this body, mind, not this uruvam. It's pure consciousness, the truth, which is our true self. That alone is. And whatever we have been experiencing as the world of names and forms have gone forever. See, the usage we should be very careful. It's not gone forever. We realize that it was never ever born. See, this is Advaita Vedanta. It's not that the world was born and because of sadhana, the world was destroyed, gone back. No! The revelation is, the world was never ever born. That is Advaita. The realization is not that there was a world because of our revelation, the world has merged back into the source. No. The realization is, there was never ever a world created. And there is only pure consciousness. நான் ஏன் இப்படி முட்டாள்தனமா நினைச்சிட்டு இருந்தேன் எனக்கே தெரியாதுன்னு சொல்லும் போது சொல்லு ஆச்சரியவத். So surprised. How I have been imagining this world? The world was never ever. How come I imagined such a world? Chance illa imagine பண்ணிக்கிறது. But I have imagined this world. This is the revelation. So the revelation is, my God, this is something else. I never thought it would be like this. This is how you experience. That is why it said it's beyond your imagination. You cannot imagine even in the wildest of your dreams. See, this truth, you cannot imagine even in the wildest of your dreams. It would be this way. Ellamai alladumai. Everything is truth. How can everything be truth? It is beyond also. Now only you said everything is truth, now you are saying beyond. Yes, it is everything and beyond. எல்லாமாய் அல்லதுமாய். அப்படி இருந்ததனை இருந்தபடி இருந்து காட்டி. The Guru reveals that truth not through Upadesha. By being the truth, he reveals the truth. Through silence only, he reveals the truth. அதான் சொல்லாமல் சொன்னவரை. He has not uttered a word, but he has revealed the truth by his presence. Therefore, if a student is advanced student, he will want only to go and sit at the feet of the teacher. He will not even want the teacher to give him a upadesha. He will not even ask anything from the teacher. He understands the sannidhyam, the sannidhi visesham of the teacher. He wants to just sit at the feet of the teacher. If the teacher is in a very divine mood, he will not disturb it. He will just want to bask in the silence of that sannidhanam. In that silence, the truth is revealed, not through words. Because words distorts the truth. And shabdajalam maharanam chitta brahmanakaranam. And you get deluded. Only through silence, the truth is revealed. Only in the presence, the truth is revealed. So the fifth shloka says, this world is created because of your ignorance. And there is nothing called as world. Not even iota of truth is there in this world. It is all the self alone. And whatever you see, whatever you experience is not something else. It is consciousness alone. Consciousness means that one Shivam, that consciousness alone is there. Nothing else. Mulvadum unmai. Yam ariyom. You cannot know it. Everything is truth. See, this is the Upadesha. Please listen now. Everything is truth, but you cannot know it. Enna Swamiji? Vilayarringa noda. You say everything is truth, but you cannot know it. You cannot know it. Then it is revealed to you. You cannot know it. How it will be revealed? When you give up all sankalpa and keep quiet, the truth is revealed. So when you go and sit at the feet of the teacher, in that silence, if you give up all sankalpa of wanting to realize also, that is also a sankalpa. I want to realize. Now I am not happy because I am bound. If I attain to that liberation, I will be happy. So I want the liberation. This is sankalpa. Even this sankalpa should go. Giving up all sankalpa, just sit peacefully, quietly. Please have trust. It will be revealed. We don't trust. அது எப்படி அது ரிவீல் ஆகும்? ஆனா யோசிச்சா ரிவீல் ஆகும். If you think for yourself, it will not be revealed. You only say you contemplate on it. Achintyam avyaktam anantarupam. It is unthinkable. How can you think about it? Only by not thinking about anything, you can think about it. Meaning, if you stop thinking about anything, there you are, thinking about the truth. Meaning what? You are in one with the truth. That is meditation. So like that, if you sit quietly, giving up all sankalpa, whatsoever, even of realization, what will happen? Don't expect anything to happen. Enna Swami? Yes, don't expect anything to happen. Suppose if it doesn't happen, don't even have that idea whether to happen or not happen. It is not a happening. Just be. Adi enga popodhu? Where will it go, the truth? It is our own self. One day or other it should be revealed. Na? Where will it go? If it is something else, then it can go anywhere, perish. Where will it go? Poor thing. It cannot go anywhere. It is you. That is why Yoga Swami said, this poor God cannot go away from you. Even if he wants, he is helpless. He cannot desert you. Why? He cannot go away from you. Poor God. He can do anything else. One thing he cannot do. உங்களை விட்டு பிரிய முடியாது. கடவுள் நினைச்சாலும் உங்களை விட்டு பிரிய முடியாது. He cannot desert you. He cannot go away from you. He is the very self. So எங்க போயிடு போகுது இந்த ஆத்மா, the self? என்னைக்கு கிடைக்கும் எனக்கு என்னைக்கு கிடைக்கும் முட்டாள் மாதிரி பேசிட்டு என்னைக்கு கிடைக்கும் அதான சார் முமுட்சுத்துவம்னா அப்படிலாம் கேட்க சொல்றாங்க. எனக்கு என்னைக்கு கிடைக்கும் அதான் முமுட்சுத்துவம்னா. Longing for the truth. அப்படி lover longing for the beloved. அந்த ட்ரூத் எனக்கு எப்போ கிடைக்கும்? All nonsense. Give up all sankalpa. You are already that. That is what Guru is saying. Tat tvamasi. Tat, that what you are seeking, wanting, you only. Me, how can I be? Not this body mind. I am not talking about this body mind. Then, your true self, you, the real you in you. What is me in me? You have to find out. How can I tell you? If I go and ask about somebody else, then people can help me. If I go and ask, who am I? Arey, you should know it na. Who are you? How can anybody can tell you who you are? See, சில பேருக்கு dementia வந்துரும். They go into the dementia and they go out of their house. Then people ask, who are you? What is your name? I don't know. What is my name? If you ask like that, I don't know what is my name. I don't know who I am. Arey, what is this? You should know who you are. How can you ask me? So you should find out. Nobody can help you. You have to find out. No, people say, Guru தலையில கை வச்சார்னா என்னமோ நடக்குமா? எல்லாம் வந்துருமாமே. Atma Sakshatkaram will happen. Will not happen. You know, Swamiji, Ramakrishna, he put the hand on the Vivekananda head, it happened. He was Vivekananda. Are you Vivekananda? No. Then you please. You have to find out the truth by giving attention to the self. Or by keeping quiet. Giving up all sankalpa. When you remain in that silence, everything is revealed. What is everything is revealed? That there is nothing. That is revealed. என்ன சொன்னீங்க? இப்போ everything is revealed சொன்னீங்க. What is everything? That there is nothing. That is revealed. And what is you go and see. உருவாய் அருவாய் உளதாய் இலதாய் மறுவாய் மலராய் மணியாய் ஒளியாய் கருவாய் உயிராய் கதியாய் விதியாய், இது எல்லாமோ அதான் வருது. பட் உருவாய் உளதாய் இலதாய் குருவாய் வருவாய் அருள்வாய் குஹனே. So that alone is coming as Guru also to bless us. Om Purnamadha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.